Good morning, Saugus. I'm Mykhail Tezai, and today is Friday, November 22nd.
And I'm Holden Smith. This is SNN.
Let's start off today's show by going to Mrs. Dickerson and Saugus ASL signer Kamryn Yost with this week's Principal's Serenity Space.
Good morning, Saugus. In the midst of everything happening in your life right now, it's important to pause and remember the power of your words. What you say can impact others in ways you might not even realize. That's why it's so important to think before you speak. Here's what think stands for. T, before you say something, ask yourself, is it true? Honesty is key, but make sure you're not spreading rumors or jumping to conclusions. Speaking the truth builds trust and strengthens relationships. H, ask yourself if what you are saying is helpful. Words have the power to heal, encourage, and support. Ask yourself if what you're about to say will help the situation or the person you're speaking to. Will it lift them up? Choose words that make a positive impact. I, ask yourself, is what I am saying inspiring? Think about how your words can inspire and motivate. Whether you're cheering someone on or offering advice, make sure you're encouraging others to be their best selves. A little inspiration goes a long way. N, ask yourself if what you are saying is necessary. Not everything needs to be said, especially if it's negative or hurtful. Think before you speak. Is this something that needs to be shared right now? Sometimes silence is more powerful than words. And K, ask yourself if what you are saying is kind. Kindness is key. Speak with compassion, understanding, and respect. Treat others how you would want to be treated. Kind words create a safe space for everyone to be themselves. The world could always use more kindness, and it starts with you. Be kind to yourself and to others, and watch how you can change your day and the lives of those around you for the better. That's all for me today. Remember to think before you speak, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving break. Now, let's go back to our anchors.
Thanks, Mrs. Dickerson and Kamryn, for today's message on the Serenity Space, not Principal's message. For today's fact of the day, we thought we'd tell you about Pavlov's dog.
Ivan Pavlov's experiment with dogs is one of the most renowned experiments in behavioral psychology, demonstrating the principles of classical conditioning. Pavlov initially studied the digestive system and observed that dogs salivated not only when they tasted food, but also when they saw or heard cues associated when they were fed.
Pavlov then paired the sound of a bell with the presentation of food. Over time, the dogs began salivating at the sound alone, even when no food was present, indicating that it had learned to associate the sound with the arrival of food.
Pavlov's findings have been fundamental in understanding how unconscious learning occurs through association, so showing how neutral stimulus like sound can become conditioned stimulus through repeated association with an unconditioned stimulus such as food. Please stand for the flag salute.
Please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
If you do not feel well, you must ask your teacher for a pass to the health office. The nurse will contact your parents if necessary.
The parking lot is only to be used by staff and seniors who paid for their parking spots. Any car in the parking lot without a permit will be ticketed and potentially towed.
If you forgot your student password or never got one, you can see Mrs. Kutowski in the library to fix the issue.
REACH will be hosting college guest speakers through the end of the semester. UCLA will be hosting a presentation on Monday, December 2nd during first period in room Q1715. If you are interested in attending, you must obtain a permission slip from Miss Hillstein at lunch.
Saugus Theater will be presenting this year's fall play, Dracula, a comedy of terrors, tonight and tomorrow at 7 p.m. in the Performing Arts Center. Tickets are $10 for students and $12 for general admission and can be purchased on GoFan.
Juniors, the American Legion Boys and Girls State Program will be hosting a presentation on Thursday, December 5th at lunch in the NPR. If you are interested in representing Saugus High School at Boys and Girls State this summer in Sacramento, the meeting will cover more information on the program and how to apply.
With Thanksgiving right around the corner, SNN would like to share recipes to add to your table this holiday season.
Good morning, Saugus. I'm Shanique Vorges. For today's Cooking with SNN edition, we'll be making mashed potatoes. For this recipe, you'll need 3 potatoes, chicken bouillon, salt, pepper, garlic salt, 4 tablespoons of butter, and 1 cup of milk, and 1.5 cup of heavy cream. Peel and evenly cut your potatoes in cubes-like shapes. Put potatoes into a pot of cold water with a pinch of salt and 1.5 tablespoons of chicken bouillon. On high, heat boil for 15 minutes or until fork tender. In another pot, mix 4 tablespoons of butter and 1 cup of milk. Stir until butter is fully melted. When potatoes are done, drain and transfer it to another pot and mix in the dairy until there is a smooth consistency. Add 1.5 of heavy cream, garlic salt, and pepper on low heat.
And you're done.
I hope you enjoyed this mashed potato recipe. Have an amazing Thanksgiving. This has been Shanique Vorges, Cooking with SNN.
Thanks, Janine. That looks delicious. Good morning, Saugus. I'm Aaron Morris with today's Saugus Sports Update. Today, Frosh Boys Basketball competes in the Hart-Frosh Tourney at Hart. Varsity Boys Basketball competes in the Paul Sutton Tip-Off Classic at Providence High School. Also today and tomorrow, JV Boys Basketball competes in the Heritage Christian JV Tourney at Heritage Christian. Varsity Girls Basketball competes in the St. Mary Kickoff Classic at Culver City High School. Finally, today and tomorrow, JV and Frosh Girls Basketball compete in the Westside Classic at Pasadena High School. Good luck to our Centurion athletes. If you're interested in joining track and field, tryouts will be held on December 3rd through December 5th from 3 to 6. Be sure to bring your athletic clothing and shoes without spikes. Athletes must sign up through a Google form. QR codes for the form will be posted on the outdoor stage. That's all for me. To conclude our series of Thanksgiving dishes, here's one last dish to add to your table.
Good morning, Saugus. I'm Kamryn Yost, and today I'll be showing you how to make sweet candied yams. The ingredients for the recipe are 1 can of sweet potato yams, 1/4 cup of butter, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and 1 bag of marshmallows. Remember to wash your hands before you start cooking. The first step of the recipe is to empty the can of yams into our baking dish. Don't forget to empty the juice beforehand. Now grab the 1/4 stick of butter and a knife to start dicing it into smaller pieces. Next, evenly distribute the butter across the yams. Now it is time to grab our brown sugar. We are going to take out 1/2 cup and sprinkle it on top of the sweet potato yams. The last part of our assembly is to grab our bag of marshmallows and cover the top half of our baking dish with it. You can use as many marshmallows as you want. It is all up to you. Before we place the yams in the oven, please make sure to use oven mitts for your safety. We are going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Next, you're going to place it in the center of the rack and let it bake for 20 minutes. Once the 20 minutes are over, you want to carefully take out the baking dish and set it down somewhere to let it cool off. And there you have it. This is how you make sweet candied yams. This dish serves up to 6 people and is a great side dish for Thanksgiving dinner. This has been Joaquin Rios cooking with SNN.
Gobble gobble indeed. Thanks, Joaquin, that looks tasty. Seniors, it's time to order your caps and gowns, graduation announcements, 2025 senior memorabilia, and senior class jewelry. Order at jostens.com.
Electronic devices must be turned off and put away during instructional time on campus. You are permitted to have devices out during brunch and lunch. If you have an open period, devices must remain off and away.
You're not permitted to leave campus during brunch unless it's the end of your academic day or upperclassmen have a signed off-campus permission form.
Do turkeys also need a form?
I think they do.
PTSO scholarships are now open. To be eligible, you must be a senior with a GPA of 2.5 or higher and a current member of PTSO. You must be a member as of today by 4 p.m. in the office or online by midnight. Applications will be available on the week of December 16th. Applications and essays are due Friday, January 31st.
Do they discriminate turkeys, or can turkeys apply too?
You would have to check.
I'll definitely check. The Centurion Care Center receives sweaters and jackets. If you come across a student in need of a sweater or jacket, let Mrs. Dickerson or Miss Leslie know, as they can provide them with one.
Seniors, there will be a financial aid night on Tuesday, December 3rd in the Performing Arts Center. The presentation will cover FAFSA and how you can apply for financial aid in the 2025-26 school year.
That's all for today. Gobble gobble, I'm Mykhail Tezai. Stay tuned for SNN Radio and Saugus Today.
And I'm Holden Smith. Gobble gobble. Remember, there is no school next week for Thanksgiving break. Have a great day, a great weekend, an amazing break, and we'll see you when we come back.
Gobble, gobble.